If you want to know the most incredible transformation story in Hollywood in recent years, stay until the end, because what you're about to discover about Milly Alcock will surprise you. But before we start, if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now, because every week we bring exclusive content about the lives of the most fascinating celebrities of the moment. The story of Amelia May Alcock, known worldwide as Milly Alcock, is one of those that make you believe in dreams. Born on April 11th, 2000, in Sydney, Australia, this young woman of just 25 years has achieved what many actors take decades to accomplish, going from being a complete unknown to becoming the new face of James Gunn's DC universe as Supergirl. But let's start from the beginning. Milly grew up in the suburb of Petersham in Sydney, along with her two younger brothers. Her family was always working class, and no one imagined that this shy girl would become one of the most promising actresses of her generation. Her first contact with acting was completely casual. She played Little Red Riding Hood in a school play when she was just 6 years old at Taverners Hill Infant School. That moment marked her destiny. Unlike many celebrities who tell elaborate stories about how they always knew they would be actors, Milly has been honest about her gradual discovery of her passion for acting. She attended the local public school, Stanmore Public School, and later the prestigious Newtown High School of the Performing Arts, an institution known for training artistic talents. The bravest decision of her life came in 2018, when she was just 18 years old. Milly decided to drop out of high school to dedicate herself completely to acting. Imagine the pressure, leaving school without guarantees, with a family that probably worried about her economic future, betting everything on an uncertain dream in an industry known for being ruthless. Her first jobs were small roles in Australian series. She appeared in Wonderland in 2013, when she was only 13 years old, and later in Janet King and A Place to Call Home. These were not leading roles, nor did they give her instant fame, but they allowed her to learn the craft and build her resume. The real turning point came with Upright, in 2019, the dramatic comedy series alongside Tim Minchin. Here, Milly demonstrated her acting versatility, handling both comedic and dramatic moments with impressive naturalness. Her performance earned her a nomination for the AACTA Award, the Australian equivalent of the Emmys, confirming that she was not just another pretty face but an actress with real talent. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to like it and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our exclusive videos. But the moment that changed her life forever came in 2021, when she received the call that every actor dreams of. She had been selected to play the young Rhaenyra Targaryen in HBO's House of the Dragon, the prequel to Game of Thrones. For a 21-year-old Australian actress, landing a leading role in one of the most anticipated and expensive television productions in the world was simply surreal. The preparation for House of the Dragon was intense. Milly had to learn not only the specific acting techniques for the fantasy genre, but also how to handle action scenes, horseback riding, and memorize dialogues in High Valyrian, the fictional language of the series. Additionally, she had to move to London, away from her family for the first time in her life. The impact of House of the Dragon was immediate. The series became the most-watched premiere in HBO's history, and Milly, playing the young version of a Targaryen princess, instantly won the hearts of millions of fans around the world. Her performance was praised by critics and audiences alike, highlighting her ability to convey both the innocence and determination of the character. What many don't know is that Milly only appeared in the first episodes of the series, as her character was the young version of Rhaenyra. When there was a time jump in the plot, Emma Darcy took over playing the adult version. This could have been the end of her moment of fame, but it turned out to be just the beginning. The global exposure that House of the Dragon gave her opened doors she didn't even know existed. Hollywood had its eyes on this young Australian, and the offers began to pour in. But the most important one came in January 2024. James Gunn, the new co-CEO of DC Studios, had personally chosen her to play Kara Zor-El, also known as Supergirl, in the new DC cinematic universe. This decision was controversial at first. DC fans had divided opinions about a relatively unknown actress taking on one of the most iconic roles in the superhero universe. However, the first leaked images from the set in 2025 show Milly completely transformed into the character, and even the most skeptical critics have begun to change their minds. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, is scheduled to be released in 2026 and will be directed by Craig Gillespie. The film will follow Supergirl on a mission of revenge across the galaxy, a darker and more mature interpretation of the character. Milly has been preparing intensively for the role, including extreme physical training and studying the source material from the comics. Let's talk now about her personal life, a topic about which Milly has been extremely reserved. Unlike many celebrities of her generation who share every detail of their lives on social media, Milly maintains a relatively low profile. She currently lives in London, where she settled in 2021 during the filming of House of the Dragon. Regarding romantic relationships, Milly has managed to keep her love life completely out of the public eye. She has no known official partners, and she herself has stated in interviews that she prefers to keep that part of her life private. This is especially notable in an era where most young celebrities use their relationships as marketing tools. Her family remains her emotional anchor. Milly maintains a very close relationship with her parents and siblings and frequently returns to Australia to visit them. She has mentioned in interviews that her mother was the one who supported her the most when she decided to leave school to pursue acting, a decision that required a lot of faith and trust. In terms of her lifestyle, Milly represents a new generation of more conscious and responsible celebrities. She is not known for scandals, substance problems, or erratic behaviors that characterize many young Hollywood stars. Her presence on social media is professional but authentic, sharing mainly work-related content and some carefully selected personal moments. Now let's talk about numbers. Estimating Milly Alcock's net worth in 2025 is complex because her career is on the rise. Industry experts estimate that her current net worth is between $2 and $5 million, an impressive figure for someone of her age and relatively limited experience. Her contract with HBO for House of the Dragon would have earned her approximately $200,000 per episode, which would mean close to $1 million for her participation in the first season. However, where her value will really skyrocket is with her contract with DC Studios to play Supergirl. Although the exact figures have not been publicly revealed, superhero contracts for lead actors in the new DC universe are likely in the range of $5 to $10 million per movie, with bonuses based on box office performance. Considering that Supergirl will probably appear in multiple DC Universe movies, Milly could be seeing contracts totaling tens of millions of dollars in the coming years. In terms of her investments in properties, Milly has shown to be surprisingly financially savvy for her age. It is known that she has invested in properties in both London and Sydney. Her apartment in London, located in an exclusive area, would have cost approximately £1.5 million sterling, a smart investment considering the appreciation of the London real estate market. There are also rumors that she has begun to diversify her investments beyond entertainment, with stakes in tech startups and environmental sustainability companies, showing a business mindset that goes beyond just being an actress. In terms of luxuries, Milly maintains a relatively modest lifestyle compared to other celebrities of her caliber. She is not seen with extravagant collections of sports cars or expensive jewelry. Her focus seems to be more on experiences than material possessions, traveling frequently and investing in her education and personal growth. But what really makes Milly Alcock special are the lesser-known details of her personality. She is an avid reader, especially of science fiction and fantasy, which greatly helped her in her preparation for House of the Dragon. She is also passionate about music, plays the guitar as a hobby, and has mentioned that writing songs is one of her favorite ways to relax. A curious fact: Milly is extremely shy in real life, which completely contrasts with the strong and decisive character she plays on screen. She has worked with acting coaches to develop techniques that allow her to channel her natural introversion into more extroverted and powerful performances. Her commitment to environmental causes is also notable. Despite her youth, Milly has used her platform to promote awareness about climate change and sustainability, particularly relevant given that she comes from Australia, a country severely affected by global warming. Speaking of future projects, 2025 and 2026 will be definitive years for Milly. In addition to Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, she is also involved in Sirens, a Netflix limited series that promises to show another facet of her acting versatility. This project will allow her to demonstrate that she can lead productions outside the fantasy genre. Industry rumors also suggest that she could have a special appearance in James Gunn's next Superman movie, which would introduce her version of Supergirl to the DC universe before her solo film. If this is confirmed, it would be a smart strategy to build anticipation and familiarize audiences with her interpretation of the character. There is also speculation about possible sequels to House of the Dragon that could require her return through flashbacks or additional prequels, which would maintain her connection to the universe that launched her to stardom. Looking to the long-term future, Milly is positioned to become one of the most influential actresses of her generation. Her combination of natural talent, impressive work ethic, and intelligence in choosing projects places her on a trajectory similar to actresses like Margot Robbie or Emma Stone, who also successfully transitioned from emerging actress to A-list star. What makes Milly Alcock's story unique is the speed and authenticity of her rise. In an industry often criticized for being superficial and manufactured, she represents something genuine, a talented young woman who simply loved acting and had the courage to pursue that dream without guarantees. Her story is also inspiring for young people around the world, especially those who do not come from wealthy families or have connections in the entertainment industry. Milly showed that talent, persistence, and smart decisions can open doors that seemed impossible. But perhaps the most admirable thing about Milly Alcock is how she has handled sudden fame. She has not let her ego get the better of her, has not lost sight of her values, and continues to treat her career as a craft that requires constant improvement and dedication. In 2025, as she prepares for what will likely be the most important role of her career so far as Supergirl, Milly Alcock represents not only the future of entertainment, but also a model of how a new generation of celebrities can use their influence responsibly and authentically. Her story is just beginning, and all indications suggest that the coming years will bring even more success and surprises. From a shy girl in Sydney to becoming the new face of the DC universe, Milly Alcock has shown that dreams, when combined with hard work and smart decisions, can truly come true. If you found this video interesting, make sure to like it and subscribe for more exclusive content about the lives of your favorite celebrities. And don't forget to watch the next video that appears on the screen, where we explore the life of another rising star who is conquering Hollywood. See you in the next video.